Boys and girls and everything in between, welcome back to the backyard pond and another live fishing adventure from Outdoors with Dunk. Today we're going to be kind of targeting multi-species. It's got 3 rods, nothing too fancy. We're going to run the ever popular worm, night crawler, but we're going to switch it up a little bit today, hoping to target a bullhead catfish. Don't have any mellows, so we're gonna go with night crawler. I'm gonna be out for a while, so as the sun starts, maybe we'll pick up some action. We'll see how it goes. Was catching the bullhead earlier in the spring. Like to see if there's kind of any just lurking around. I don't think I've caught one on a live yet, so trying to diversify a little. Also going to be targeting largemouth or spotted bass, perch, and possibly a bluegill or 2. We'll get this worm out so it can start working, and then I think we'll. I got a Ned rig on the bait caster. I also have a like an inline spinner, which seems to be my go-to. Really hoping for a bullhead off the bottom. We'll see how it goes. I think the spot's kind of got control of the pond. But we're gonna cast out in some mud and hopefully we'll come up with a bullhead catfish. Oof, 0 weight on that. Went all of 10 feet. But it's there. It's fishing. Let's go with the one of my favorite rods. Just kidding. I think I'm going to slowly work my way from bait caster back into the world of spinning reels. You know, these were like all the trend, and everybody's like, "Yeah, man, get a bait caster." But I bird nest this thing a few times a week, even after thousands of hours of casts, and you have to change the reel setting every time you change lure, and you sure as hell don't have to do that with the spins. But got a Ned rig, soft plastic. Let's make a couple casts, see what we can get. If it gets real slow, maybe I'll fire up the boat. We'll go cruise around a little bit. Let's get it. Xavon, the one. Right now I got 1 pole out and we're doing catfish, like a bullhead catfish. I got a Ned rig on a speed worm, like a little soft plastic. I'll throw it out, try to get some bass. Hola, El Mago. My biggest PB, are we talking about freshwater, saltwater, or the backyard pond? Because that's where we're at now. Backyard pond ain't got any monsters in it. PB in the backyard is maybe a 2.5 pound bass, which is big for where I live. It's small if you were in like the South or Texas. Hey, it's evening where I'm at, but good morning, James Cuveres. Sorry if I murdered that, man. My Spanish is what I learned in a bar in Tijuana back in the 2000s. So, yeah. If you feel like it, freshwater. Biggest freshwater catch was about 2 years ago. I was fishing the Columbia River in Washington State, and I caught a 7-foot, 165 pound sturgeon. I was out looking for king salmon and ended up hooking into what I thought was just a log and spent about 2.5 hours reeling in a 7-foot white sturgeon, fucking absolute dinosaur. Probably outweighed me by at least 20-30 pounds and at least 1.5 feet longer. No, 2 feet. I'm a short guy. But absolutely beautiful fish. I'm gonna get some casts in. If you feel like, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from and what you like fishing for. Ooh. We getting bites on that Ned rig. I wouldn't be surprised. Give me a second. I'll move you guys over so so you can see me. Sorry about that. Just trying to... Yeah, man, it was a good time. Like I said, I do quite a bit of salmon fishing. I live out in the Pacific Northwest. The ocean is actually about a mile behind you guys, the Pacific Ocean. And do a lot of fishing in the Columbia River. Happens to be the largest river in Washington State, and it's not overly far from the house. And it's currently salmon season right now as well. I just landed 2 nice coho salmon about a couple days ago now. I think that was my last live. You can go back and watch through it. It's like 3 hours long though, so it's hella boring. I mean, I think the fish catch is at like 26 minutes, so yeah, you'll have to skip around in the video to find it, but 2 absolute monster salmon. Anybody else low-key hate bait casters? I mean, this just can't be me being an old man. Everybody's like, oh, you just got to dial it in. It's smooth as butter. What a crock of nonsense. I guess if we're doing a PB this year, it'd probably be a 15-pound coho salmon. I got about 2 days ago. No. The big one I got earlier in the season, so it might have been like earlier this month, early August, maybe late July. He was still out in the ocean at that time, so... Appreciate stopping by, checking out the live. Hope you guys had a pretty bitchin'... he was chasing me. Didn't get me, but he was chasing me. Hope you guys had a good Memorial weekend. You know, get out and do a little bit of fishing, a little bit of barbecuing. Might switch it up to an inline spinner in a bit. Mid, are you talking about bait casters? You know, he's like a level 1 when I'm out in the boat or something. But, I got this probably, I don't know, about 2 years ago as a gift, and everybody's like, oh man, my buddy kind of for me, and he's like, oh man, you'll love it. It's so smooth. But honestly, it just feels like a royal pain in the butt. Every time you want to change the weight of your lure, you got to either adjust the brakes up or down, tension knobs. It's just, do that. No reason. You think you have it perfectly dialed in, and then it just backlashes. And you can blame me. You can be like, oh, bro, you're throwing it wrong. Maybe. But you know how many times I've bird nested a Zebco? A few. If we don't get any action here pretty quick, we'll jump in the boat, maybe start trolling around the lake. Oh, no problem. It's just at the bottom of the reel. Seems like every time I spool up new line, first thing I do is just bird nest the crap out of it. I think we're just running 15-pound mono. There ain't no, you know, it depends on what I'm doing. I'd say, you know, this year I just kind of got into fresh water, like bass fishing. I live here on this pond, but most of my fishing's like done out in the ocean. You know what I mean? So if I'm in the ocean on a boat, I'll use a level wind. But if I'm on like the bank, like doing bank fishing, like in the river or something, I use a spin cast. Not spin cast, it's not a closed reel. It's like a big, you know, 14-foot spinning reel. And that's what I prefer most of the time, honest. But if I'm doing like light freshwater, like bass, trout, go ahead and give me that bait caster, especially when we're pitching it all day. Like, there's a big jetty where I live, and I'll go out on the jetty, and you're pitching spinners for salmon all day. A bait caster is the way to go. But for the most part, ooh, we're getting bit. We're just failure to hook set. For the most part, I think I prefer spinning reels. They all have their place. Big fish from the shore, give me a spinning reel all day. But I'm not casting it out 200 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not repetitively casting. So I guess if I'm throwing a spinner or a speed worm or something repetitively, give me that bait caster. But if I'm pitching like a bobber setup or something off the bottom I can leave there for a long period of time, give me that spinning reel for sure. Anything more nerve-wracking than when your lure gets snagged in the bushes and you know it's going to come flying back at your face at like 60 miles an hour at any second? J-Dog Clips. Going by your screen name, I'm guessing you're from the Midwest somewhere. And I think you fish, I don't know. Give me a second, I'll figure it out. J-Dog Clips. I don't know, man. You might be... I'm thinking Midwest. No, I don't get that vibe. J-Dog Clips. Maybe south of me, maybe you're in Cali. I don't know, man. Leave a comment. Where are you from? What do you fish for, bro? We gonna move like 5 feet. Stay with me here. All right, we in the honey hole now. I don't know what we can get, but we'll get something. If you're not familiar or you're new to the channel, welcome to the backyard pond. We got bluegill, yellow perch, bullhead catfish, trout, angry spotted bass, and largemouth bass. Today we just kind of working a few different things, see what we can hit. Water levels are kind of low. I haven't had much rain in a while, which is uncommon because I'm out in the Pacific Northwest. But probably throwing out into about 10 feet of water. Deepest part of the pond's around 19 feet. Fed by natural springs and a larger lake up north. Drains out into a couple other small ponds and eventually the Willapa Bay. Like I said, if we can't get any action here, we'll jump in that little John boat and cruise around, see if we can't find some fish. You know, I think it's time we switch up. We're gonna retire the speed worm for a bit. We'll break out the goat, which in my opinion is the rooster tail. Rooster tails have been catching fish since like before me, so we'll see. I'm gonna grab my rooster tail. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Like I said, if you're new here, I hope you guys are having a great Memorial weekend. Thanks for checking out the live. Ooh. We could be having some frog legs. There was a big old bullfrog just hopped in. I haven't been frog gigging since I was a kid. Not in a big hurry to get into it now. We just got a little torpedo inline spinner. I called it a rooster tail, but it's a bang tail, not to be confused with the bang bus. And it's a number 4, so it might be a little big for what we're doing, but it's what we got rigged up. So let's give it a couple tosses, see what we can find. I haven't gotten a perch in the backyard pond in I don't know, been a couple days, it feels like. It's mostly just been angry spots. Just like that, we're on. Speaking of angry spots, can we get him in on the 3-pound mono? Oh, he's a good looking fish. Fuck yeah, that ain't a spot. Let's get it. What do you think we got? Hot bucket mouth. Yeah, buddy, every bit of 1.5 pounds. Come here. You gotta deep crush that. You know, normally I'm a catch and cook kind of guy, but today it's catch and release in the backyard pond. Look at that. Beautiful. Say ah. Beautiful largemouth, man. Come on, we can't get a like for the largie. We'll call him let's go with Larry. Larry the largemouth. Look at that guy. He close to 1 pound. That's a big fish. Back you go, Larry. I'm gonna throw you out past the mud though. Inline spinner for the win. Let's fucking get it. Unless there's children watching, which in any case, that was a very lovely fish. Let's continue fishing. Inline, that's great, man. I'm pretty excited by that. Chantrell Sanchez. That's a very fun name to say. Hey, hope you're having a good day, man. Girl, woman, lady. I don't know, it's 2025. I don't quite get the pronoun thing down yet. But I'll go ahead and stereotype off of your name and profile picture. All right, that was a pretty nice bass. Let's inline spinner for the win. Hoping we can pick up a yellow perch though. That's the goal. Picking up a little salad. Throwing it a little deeper. Normally I just work down the shoreline. The center was dug out back in the 90s. So it's fairly deep. And there's a big drop off. Uh-oh. I don't fish this side of the yard a lot, so I'm contesting with a little bit of salad. Pretty beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie, it's because it's, no, not a hoodie, flannel. It's almost fall, but it's about 62 degrees where I live, so. Yeah, it's so much easier than those bait casters. Ooh, failure to connect, but we got chased. Now we're into the salad. I guess the more salad I pull out, the less there'll be later on in life, right? If you're lurking around, you're bored on a Sunday and you feel like, hey, you could drop in that comment section. Let me know where you're from and what you fish for. I live in the Evergreen State, which is Washington, and everybody thinks of Washington as blue-haired lesbians from Seattle that are super woke. And yeah, we got a little bit of that. I mean, head that way, you'll find it, you know, but I'm about a mile from the Pacific Ocean and do quite a bit of fishing. Camping, hiking, e-biking, that kind of thing. If that sounds like it could be your jam, then go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. You know, everybody usually holds their tips down when they're doing spin baits like this, but I like to hold it up. Really feel that lure working. Man, this whole catch and salad thing is for the birds. I think we're going to head up, grab a battery, hit the John boat. I think that's the plan of attack. I'm gonna move you around a little bit. It might get a little choppy, but it's hard to get good phone reception at the end of the world. So let's go grab a battery, and I'm gonna go grab a battery. I don't think you guys want to come, and I'll probably lose half the people. But if you can wait like 30 seconds for me to grab a boat battery, I'll be right back. We'll do some trolling. We'll make some laps around the pond, and hopefully we can hook up. I'll tell amusing stories while I'm gone. Go ahead and enjoy the view, though. It's an absolute beautiful day. So it's salmon season here in the Pacific Northwest. kings, cohos, that sort of thing. And I've been fishing like crazy out at, it's called Buoy 10. It's right at the mouth of Columbia, and it's one of the largest fisheries in the world. But it's been so effing busy on this holiday weekend, you could walk from one boat to the other. And it's just an absolute nightmare of people. And I didn't really want to deal with them. So here we are hanging out in the backyard pond. Give me a minute, I'm gonna get the boat loaded up, and then I'll move you guys down there. You know, 20 years, I've been lugging these big ass marine batteries around. You would think that we could do something lighter. But no, still stuck using these monster batteries. Same technology, you know? Like, if anybody in the chat is like a friend of Elon Musk, tell that motherfucker to stop buying social media platforms and invent a, it's cool, we all get it. You got that platinum Tesla that can run a quarter mile in like 6 seconds, but I still have to carry a fucking 70-pound boat battery? Come on, make that make sense, right? All right, we almost there. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, Mo from Chirac. What's up, buddy? I heard you're getting invaded by the National Guard. Yes, no, maybe. We getting ready, man. We're gonna go out on the boat. We're gonna do some trolling. Maybe. Stand by. We getting there. Off we go. All right, all right. Hey, do me a favor, don't get wet. How's the view? Do you guys feel secure? I don't like that at all. I think you're too tall. You're gonna have to shrink. Better? Worse? I think that almost will work. Almost. Better angle, less nose hair. Maybe from the side. We'll drop it down a little bit more and angle you up. Hey, please bear with me. I am a fisherman, outdoorsy guy first, and YouTube cameraman in my part-time. All right, we're out here. We got the 55-pound thrust. Let's kick it in gear. We'll get that inline out. We're in a kind of a deeper part of the pond right now. By deeper, I mean like probably 12 foot. But let's get that inline out. Get it working. How many other YouTubers are trolling live from a John boat? We do it all here. All right, we got that guy out. He's working. We're gonna just do one pole at the moment till I get a little better situated. I wish I would have brought my old man pad. Celia Fields. Hey, thanks for checking out my live. We gotta try to multitask. I can't walk and chew gum, but I bet I can fish 2 rods at the same time. A little Ned rig, a little soft plastic. Problem is, I like to troll the soft plastic a little faster than I do the, nope, reverse that. I like to fish the inline a little faster than I do the soft plastic. But yeah, welcome to the John Boat. Hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully the video isn't straight trash. All right, we've got 2 lines out. You can only see one of them, but soft plastic on that one. Just like that, we're on. Oh, missed him. Failure to hook set. I think we're cruising just a little fast. I'd slow it down, but throttle in and out of gear. But ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, fishy. I think we're getting bites. I just think we're failure to hook set. Oh, a little more line out. We're kind of coming up on the little deeper part of the pond. I'm gonna let some more line out. I know that soft plastic's back there like a mile, so I'm not too worried about that. Missing bites. Not used to all these tourists. I live in a tourist town, so I mean, there's people around, for most of the summer. You know, the rest of the state gets real hot, but with this big Labor Day weekend, everybody's in town. Normally, when I take the dog out running on the beach, there's nobody for miles. Like, I could start my own nude beach, and I don't think anybody would notice. But it's cold where I live, and I'm shy, so just kidding, I'm not shy at all, but I just don't think that's the good move. Hey, Mr. Pickles. Good to see you, buddy. Been a minute. Yeah, Labor Day weekend's going great, man. No complaints. Did some salmon fishing, and like got tired of all the tourists being in town. And I ain't mad at them, you know what I mean? It's the beach, and it's like the last few days of summer, so like I'm just not used to all the tourists being in my fishing spots, but just me in the backyard pond, so I don't even think I barbecued this Labor Day. I think that's like a mandatory thing, and I don't even think I cooked like a burger or nothing. Had some family in town, and went and spent some time with them. It was all right as far as family goes. You know what? They're not my family. They're the wife's family. But I like them far better than my family anyway. So it kind of works out. That's all right, man. I've been cutting back on the lives. You know, life's getting busy, and so I've kind of switched to Tuesdays and Thursdays as like my main push. And occasionally, if I'm out, like I went live salmon fishing out on the boat, But I'm kind of itching to make some like better quality videos. The lives are great if I got people to interact with, but, and they're starting to get views after the fact. I don't know. I like the lives. I just kind of want to do a little different vibe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I hate shooting vertically like this too, but it seems to get more views. Like it shows up in live feeds better. I guess. I don't know. But it seems to be more interaction if I shoot in the vertical mode. But I ain't here for views, bro. I'm here to catch fish. Big ass bald eagle right up there. I'll flip you guys. Maybe you can see it. Nah, he's pretty far out now. Oh, you can't see nothing but the tripod. Might be able to hear him though. I want to check it. No, he's working. Oh. Playing with the inline, missing them bass. I'm kind of coming up on some down trees. We getting hit. We might be on. Baby, if we are. There's something there. Oh, he's running a little. Ooh, that ain't a baby. That's a good looking fish. Hello. Thanks for playing, buddy. Bucket mouth, you crushed that. Hell of a hook set too. Hello, Mr. Largemouth. Come here often? Like and subscribe. He bellied up, man. He probably about a pound. No. 3/4 pound. We'll get him back. We'll let him go. Back you go, little buddy. Don't spike me. I knew you were gonna fucking do that. Then, bro, that's not a live well. Chill out. Getting me all wet. We're doing donuts. Let's not run over that. You know what? We're gonna cut that off. We're gonna get that inline up before we run it over. Oh, on the reel up. Bro. Bucket mouth for days. Let's get it. No dinks today. He ain't nothing to write home about. He may be a 1/4 pound. But he had a nice mouth. Hey, back you go, buddy. Nice. 2 back to back. I couldn't even get my other line out before I got another one. Maybe we'll, yeah, man. I was up on the shore. I was gonna throw my little worm out looking for some bullheads, and it's still out there. But I figured we got about 2 hours left before it gets sundown. So I'd come out in the boat and just cruise around. A lot easier than sitting there casting from shore for 100 times. Well, something different. Feels good to be out in the water too, you know. Wind's calm. Can't complain. We can go up here. We can flip a Yui, and then we'll troll back through this area. A bunch of down trees. And I mean, they've been down for, I don't know, 5 years or so. And they made good coverage. But normally there's not too many bass in this part of the pond. We're kind of coming up at the end. It snakes around the corner and then up into the forest. But I tried to get up there a couple days ago, and it's just way too shallow. And I didn't feel like dragging the John boat through the mud. I know, I'm getting soft in my old age. Too lazy to carry a John boat through 100 yards of knee-deep mud for fun. U-turn. Nope. All right, let's get that Ned rig out. Seems like they're biting on almost anything though, so I ain't complaining. There's no real weight on that soft plastic, so it takes forever to get down. What you got going on this weekend, Mr. Pickles? I know you're a big barbecue guy. You one of those dudes that spends like 12 hours smoking a brisket? I'm not hating on that though, I just don't have that skill set. Most I'll do is like a 6-hour ribs or something. Let's see if we can not get that hook into my handle. That'd be great. Cruising. Missing bites. That's a skill set within itself. Once upon a time, I used to sell barbecues. I worked at my family owned a wood stove company. Wood stoves, gas inserts, that kind of thing. And we were a dealer for those big green eggs. And occasionally, I would hold demos, just like big demos in the ghetto in Portland is where it was located, Portland, Oregon. And I'd do cookouts on these green eggs, and I'd do ribs and, pulled pork kind of deal. And 90% of the time, I'd just be feeding it to the homeless people. But I don't care. It was a good time. Occasionally we'd have somebody interested and I'd sell one of these eggs. But I was never, they were okay. They're cool. They hold temp a lot better than like a Traeger or something. But like, who's really barbecuing in like 20-degree weather? I guess people from Colorado, right? All right, 2 fish down, three total, all largemouth. Here I'm mistitling the video. I'm saying multi-species. And we just catching big old bass tonight. I don't want to row back. My battery is smoked. Been talking about it for Komodos are like the same type thing, man. They're those big ceramic ones. Sorry, technical difficulties. Same old battery. You know, I need to stop being cheap and just spend $120 on the battery. I've had it, the money, forever. I just, it's not a high priority, you know? I don't. Been looking for a trailer for this boat so I can start taking it places. I used to just run a kayak, but it's not a good kayak. It's like an inflatable, and it leaves a lot to be desired. It's hard to fish out of. You gotta constantly paddle. Tippy as hell. I don't, yeah, I wasn't even going fast enough for this inline to be working. Or, no, it's not true. I probably just kicked it out of gear, and that's what the problem was. Let's kick it in gear. Here we go. Throw it out, get the fish in. I'm actually going to, before I do all that, I'm gonna make a quick pit stop and pick up my passenger. She's gonna start howling at me here shortly, so pick up the sidekick. Pit stop for the small dog. All I gotta do is drive my little motor through a ton of weeds into about 3 feet of mud. Let's see if we can find her though. Funk. Told you. Uno momento, I'll be right back. Don't go first one though. It's gonna make me very sad. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh no. Got you. Mic check. Does this thing still work? Is it waterproof? Green light's on. Can you hear me? Damn thing. Whoa, way close. You know, sometimes things are just going too easily. Got the chihuahua in the boat. Didn't drop my phone. Chihuahua in one hand, tripod in the other. But, we might be a mic down. Mic down. Alright. Nothing like making things overcomplicated. Let's see if we can't drop this down a little bit. Worth it? Do you guys see that little dog love I'm getting? Maybe? No? Cut that off. Move this hopefully over yonder. Alright, boys, we back. We got the sidekick. Let's do some fishing, though. You're welcome. You're welcome. No licking. That's so strange. I cut myself shaving on my Adam's apple. And the dog will not stop licking that small cut. I'm like, I don't need that. I appreciate the enthusiasm. I keep trying to convince her she's not a medic. She just doesn't. Oh, I'll speak up now. Sorry, I just dropped my mic. And I was assuming I still had it. So hopefully the audio's halfway decent. I don't plan on moving you guys too far away. So I think we're in reverse though. We can go forward. Forward, she says. Not that fast. Slow down. Get that inline going. Get that soft plastic out next. And hopefully we'll hook up. Sorry, that really makes me sound like I have a freaking speech impediment and repeating myself twice. Alright. We got one out. Let's double up, make magic happen. You're alright. Oh, bro. Did you guys see that? He tried to get it out of the water. Like, it wasn't even in the water yet. And he tried to crush me. Let's get it down. Let's get it in there. Let's get some fish. Never gotten top water bass while trolling before. That'd be a first. They coming up. They starting to eat the bugs. Alright, we're fishing. You're a braver man than, well, first of all, it never gets -10 where I live, Mr. Pickles. It gets, okay, for the most part, we're a pretty fair climate here. Moderate, I don't know what you want to call it. Temperament? Tempered? I don't know. But it rains a lot, like, that Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Dude was talking about where I live, because it's fixing to rain here for the next, till February. It'll just be raining until like February. But I'm hoping we got a couple more good days. Get out here,